Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Truamaplicity podcast with your host, Dr. Amanda Helman. And I am excited to have you here. Truamaplicity is trauma plus simplicity. Our brain needs simplicity. We need to know that it's possible to move forward, and that's what I help you do. And so we're talking in series 3 of Truamaplicity podcast about beliefs. And beliefs impact everything we do, our actions, our behaviors, our thoughts, our being, and even then leading to our doing. Although a lot of times we are doing because of our beliefs rather than being first. And this time I'm talking about being seen, feeling not seen. That is the lie. I don't feel seen. And how many of you have felt that way where you don't feel seen? Some other words or beliefs could be, I feel invisible. I feel like people look past me. I feel like people don't notice me. I don't feel known. I don't feel like people are even notice me in the room. I feel like I'm hidden. I feel like I'm put away. And a lot of times, I've worked with many clients who've broken through this. It's happened since childhood. And we think that we're through it. And then all of a sudden, when we get older, it's still happening. It's still happening to us. And I want to encourage you that feeling seen is important. And often, maybe it was something where someone didn't pick you when you were younger, or maybe you were hiding, or say like your parents said, picked one of your other siblings and not you, or you felt not seen by somebody. If that's not addressed, that can become an actual issue, because over time, we might think that negative experience, we start believing we're not seen. We start feeling the pain of it, the heartbreak, the sadness. And then what happens is over time, when we're not seen, we feel invisible. It tells our brain, yeah, this is true. It tells our brain and body, this is true. You aren't seen. You don't deserve to be seen. And what happens is we start shrinking back more and more and more. And when things pass us by, the dreams start to die. Our thinking, we just start thinking, nope, I can't be. We start hiding. We start hiding in pictures. We start hiding when we're in rooms. We start going to the back. We don't move front and forward because we don't feel like we're valuable, that we're not seen enough. Or sometimes it's the opposite. We start thinking, I have to be seen. So we do extra attention to be seen, or we do XYZ to be seen. Yet at the end of the day, we still don't feel seen. A lot of times, I spoke last week about feeling heard. A lot of times people feel both not seen and not heard. And that could be painful, because sometimes if you have your faith, you believe, yes, God sees and hears me, but not other people. And sometimes you might not feel like you deserve to be seen or heard. And the word seen, it really is like someone sees me, they know you, that they see that you're there, that they're looking at you, but looking with you and hearing you and being present with you in that moment. And a lot of times people don't feel that way. They don't feel like that is possible for them. And what happens then when you don't feel seen is that you start to shrink back. I talked about that. Families start to shrink back. In fact, a lot of the different clients I work with, they're like, oh, it's in the family, moms or dads or grandpas or grandmas. Over time, people didn't feel seen. And so they may have not felt seen and stopped doing that dream, stopped doing that business, stopped doing coaching or consulting, or stopped doing the thing they love, like writing, because they didn't feel seen. And then what happens is people go into different fields and it's not really a fit. They're actually called to be out and talking. And so when we don't feel seen or heard, it can be painful in our heart. And we can start to be outside of our identity. We can start thinking, well, I don't deserve this. Or not feeling seen, we might try to hide from relationships, or try to hide from ones if it doesn't work out, or try to hide from ourselves, or try to hide from people or the public, or try to hide our voice. Because it's not just about being heard, but it's the scene, like, oh, if I speak or if I say something, all of a sudden people are going to notice me, and I'm not used to that. Or, oh, I don't have to be known, other people can do that, but I can't do that. Or, oh, people want attention if they're seen. Those are all lies. Those are self-judgments that happen. And so what happens then is that we try to hide, and you don't get to show up the way you're called to. And to overcome that, I have a cognitive map that I have that helps people work through the beliefs that they're having so that they can move forward. And the cognitive map looks at your true root with a negative belief, which is, I am not seen. And maybe there are some things that happen that really iterated that for you, but you want to know the difference. And the truth is you are seen. It's just getting to what are the roots that helped you, that made you think that made you think that you aren't seen, that you don't deserve to be seen. And so I work with a lot of clients that after they have gone through this, they start being seen and they feel freedom and joy and happiness and kindness, and like they can do the things they're called to do. So I hope if that's you and you're struggling with being seen, we get to the roots of it. We get to the negative thinking. We get to the unclogging your thinking, the overload, the overwhelm, whatever it is your body's feeling, to help you release that so you can have creative flow. You can go write or dance, and then you can create the wealth and the health and everything that you're called to do because you're moving forward and you believe the truth. And so that's what I do, cognitive release coaching. And I help people, and it's an honor. I have 100% results. I've seen 100% of the clients I work with have results in breaking their beliefs, changing generational beliefs, releasing the old and coming into the new over and over and over again. Whether it be one session or many, there's been releases. And so I want to encourage you, if that's you and you need, that's time, it's time to take head on these systems and beliefs. I'm here for you. I have an individual coaching package. I have a session. I usually have people do packages. I have 10 sessions, and it's really worthwhile. It's every other week. And I also have internal goal, a group coaching program. I'm going to be doing that again soon, but you can certainly jump into that. And I also have a course that I'm going to have from some of these sessions where you can hear and go through the actual course to help you shift your beliefs. So if that's you, certainly come jump into the group coaching. Would love to have you, or even the individual coaching. If you want to get to the deep roots and really blast out the I am seen, that would be a great way to meet with me. And so nice to talk with all of you. Again, this is Truamaplicity Podcast. This series 3, the first 10 sessions, I'm talking about beliefs. Feelings and emotions are all different. I'm talking about the top 10 beliefs. I'm writing a book on the 20 top beliefs with my cognitive map that will be released in the book that will help you. And then I also am inviting on, I have 10 of my clients who are going to share the process of breaking through the belief systems and moving forward and moving ahead. All right. Thank you for listening and tuning in. You can tune in to Truamaplicity Podcast every Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have the YouTube, I have a podcast, and you can listen there. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.